I found it to be an amazing experience because he really did bring this mechanical creature to life, and the puppeteers as well. And it was this real collaboration. It was a real joint effort and an amazing feat. And because he was so imposing and so real looking, and even little expressions that he'd make, you can't help but feel affected by that. It was like working with a real person. I was just amazed. I've never seen prosthetics like it. They made people look repulsive, and there was one that had a tumour on its growing out of its face, and you really were quite like horrified when you saw them, and yet it's the thing that I love the most about this film so far is this style, this comedy horror style. They are funny as well, the way that they move, the way they speak, is funny. But great, again, you don't have to imagine anything, it's there, it's, brilliant, and it's such a vision that was accomplished, and the costumes and the makeup were just incredible. Marlene had come up with these drawings, and everybody went crazy for them, and I thought they were great. And originally it was like thigh-high boots and, very gothic looking. And then we softened it. I made it a little bit more hunter-like, forest colours, and but still leather pants. And it's a period movie, but not so. I was allowed to wear trousers, which was great because obviously I had to do lots of running around, and yeah, I think my costume evolved into being practical, quite tomboyish yet sexy, and she did such a great job. I honestly would wear that costume just down the street. I love it. She's such a clever designer. Everywhere you looked, there was, some immense detail. And because it was such a huge set, you can't help but feel like you are there, Apart from, I turn around, oh, there's green screen, apart from that, but pretty much, everything else was there. And it's a gift when you get, especially in these times where green screen is just becoming more and more, and it's expensive to build a set. But I think it's worth it. The best thing to do was to train for 3 weeks. I came in before anybody, and I met up with the stunt team and worked with them on my physicality and learned how to fight. And I'd done a fight training for about 3 years when I was studying, but this was an intensive sort of boot camp. And it was so helpful because it just rooted me and made me much more present